You are a lunatic and an alcoholic. That's the issue.
I don't think either of those are true.
Great stuff.
Pretty sure. I'm gonna ask my dog. I'll get back. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wednesday Night Gentlemen, the Multimedia Empire official podcast. This is episode number 26. On this show, we talk about comic books, movies, TV shows, especially video games, and everyone's favorite political discourse. I'm your host, Tactic Angel, and with me is Midget Radio, my murder socialist friend.
Hello.
How are you, Midget Radio?
Doing well. Tactic Angel, how are you?
I am pretty okay. I am enjoying a nice glass of bourbon as we speak.
Nice. Tasty. What kind of bourbon?
Larceny.
Larceny. That's a good name for a bourbon.
It is. It's apparently somewhat of a hand-me-down from John E. Fitzgerald, who used to steal not bottles, but entire casks of bourbon from government-regulated facilities and license them under his own name.
Pretty brilliant.
So, U.S. government working out for us.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Uncle Sam.
I mean, it's 92 proof, so you can taste the flavor. Very, very weedy. A little bit, you get a couple notes in there. A little bit of cherries, a lot of wheat. A lot of wheat.
Nice.
It is definitely diesel. Honestly, it's like you can't pound it down.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't think so. 92, Jesus.
But like 101 Wild Turkey, I feel like you can pound that even more than this.
Really?
And it's got 9 points on it. I don't know. It's got a lot going on. What do you got over there?
Tullamore.
The dew.
Tullamore dew. I ate a mint before, though, and I feel like it's really affecting the taste.
That seems like a mistake. The mint comes afterwards.
Yeah.
When you get in the car.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, that's great. As long as it helps you through the episode. Today we're going to be talking about good stuff as opposed to last week where we talked about bad stuff.
Sweet.
This week we're talking about E3, the Electronic Entertainment Exposition, every nerd's favorite part of the spring. It's getting hot as balls outside, but you can stay inside and look at the computer and watch all of the people who make video games try to sell it to us. It's literally like signing up to watch several hours of unmitigated commercials.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And it's great. Don't you love it?
I do. It's
love it.
Super fun.
Advertise me to death. So we're going to go through all these things. I've watched all the conferences. Midget Radio has done at least a minimal amount of...
Bare minimum.
of research. So we're going to start with something he probably doesn't know anything about. EA!
EA.
I don't even know what EA stands for anymore.
Electronic Arts,
it's in
right?
the game. EA is, of course, the creator of Sports 2017, Sports 2017, Sports 2017, and Sports 2017.
Hey, didn't they make those like Desert Strike and Jungle Strike games for like the Genesis and stuff?
Yeah,
I think they did.
That.
Those were great games.
They do make other games, though. They make Need for Speed. We have a new Need for Speed game coming out, Need for Speed Payback.
Great.
I don't know if you saw anything about A Way Out.
I don't remember.
No. Okay. They make Battlefield, so there was shit about Battlefield, but they also make Battlefront.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that if you had any interest whatsoever in the EA conference, you would have taken something away from Battlefront.
Yeah, all I saw was Battlefront. Battlefront DOS, I guess.
Battlefront DOS.
Looks like a Star Wars
well-
Battlefront game to me.
It really does. Okay. I'm going to talk about this just a little bit. Battlefront 1 came out, and it has some serious balance issues.
Okay, I didn't play any of it. Like not
I
any
did.
of it, because it
I
didn't
did.
seem like it was getting very good reviews at all. It seemed like there were a lot of complaints.
There wasn't enough to do,
Okay.
right? So, like, we all have played Battlefront back on, holy, I don't even know at this point. PlayStation 1? PlayStation 2?
I think
Probably
it was
PlayStation
2,
I
right?
think it was 2.
Yeah.
But it has been a long while. And back on the PlayStation 2, they had stuff like Galactic Conquest, where you didn't have to play other players, and you didn't have to do just these limited competitive things. You could try to go from planet to planet and conquer the entire empire as kind of a single player experience.
Jesus, really? I don't remember all of that. I think I only ever played the multiplayer.
Okay, well, it had
Wow.
that.
Okay.
And it was the same idea. It was just that there was a way to progress, and you didn't have to go online and get your ass pwned, basically.
Okay. That's cool.
In order to play the game. It was fun. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. You didn't have to fight over who gets to control the AT-AT or who gets to control the AT-ST, because
Yeah.
all the other people were bots, and the other bots were like, oh, I guess he's a human, so he's better than us. And they're fucking right.
That
Something the
is true.
Cylons never learned.
No shit.
So it didn't have that. Battlefront, still unannounced, probably not going to have it.
Yeah.
But they did announce that it's going to have a single player campaign, which is at least a step in the right direction. They said like 2 or 3 times the amount of content on launch, which is also
Wow.
a step in the right direction, because the last one was a little thin,
Okay.
a little thin on the content. Probably the thing that appeals most to players who want to get the most out of this game is that they are not going to charge money for updated map packs and new weapons as they become available.
Well, that's interesting.
I'm excited about that, but I am highly skeptical.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that we're going to see Galactic Conquest, and they're going to try to sell it to us as a $20 add-on.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make
Um,
sense. Yeah.
So I don't know. I actually wouldn't completely mind that, but I don't want to make that sound like an endorsement. I'd rather get an $80 Battlefront game that has Galactic Conquest than a $60 one that doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
And as much as I hate the new Star Wars movies, except for Rogue One, which was great.
Yeah.
So as much as I hate Jar Jar Abrams,
Yeah.
Episode 7, when you watch, even when they were showing like a battle on Naboo, which is from, you know,
Like Phantom Menace.
the
or whatever.
prequels,
Yeah.
which weren't any good.
Yeah.
It looked completely badass.
Hmm. Yeah, it's still fun. Yeah. Totally.
So I'm kind of a little bit interested. I know that you're not, because you don't have the time.
I don't know.
You're conceptually interested.
We played so much Battlefront, God, on PlayStation 2 that there is a part of me that wants to go back, even though it was like the most infuriating game in the world. But God,
It was so fun, though.
it was so much fun. It was so much goddamn fun. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe, but it's such a goddamn commitment that, yeah.
We got to level up now. They got that whole mechanic.
All of that, and it's just like there's something about spending like 5 fucking hours in a multiplayer shooter like that, and just at the end of that the black hole of emptiness that inevitably results. Because you've done nothing.
I have a feeling that you experience a lot more emotions and a lot deeper emotions than I usually do.
Maybe. That's a lot of time.
It is.
Jesus.
I mean, it's fun. You get to engage in the things that you love.
Yeah.
For us, I think that's episodes 4 through 6 and probably Rogue One. And then basically the rest of Star Wars can go fuck itself.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
No opinions on any of the other things from EA.
No.
I have very limited opinions on anything else.
Yeah.
We'll move on to Ubisoft.
Okay.
Ubisoft and stuff, and there are only 3 titles I want to briefly hit upon.
Okay.
Did you watch anything about Mario and the Rabbids?
Mario and the Rabbids? No.
Okay.
Ubisoft?
There is. Yes.
Okay.
Mario. Ubisoft is making a video game for the Switch.
Wow.
Which is a turn-based strategy game using Mario and their Rabbids, which are basically weird-looking rabbit things that are
right
full of personality. And they actually had an interesting thing, and I watched it, and it has some XCOM like qualities to it.
Okay, that's cool.
But I have a feeling that it's going to be really shallow.
Well, probably. I know I never played Mario RPG, but I understand that had a pretty positive following.
Yeah. I can't get into the Mario thing unless it's side scrolling, and even then it's just like I have nothing better to do.
Well, okay, that's interesting. Ubisoft Mario game on the Switch.
So, not a system seller for me.
No.
A little bit curious though.
Yeah.
A little curious to see if they can. I would love to see anything that makes the SRPG more of a thing.
God, seriously. Yeah.
And it has to be turn-based.
Yep.
I will accept either grids or hexes.
Yeah. I mean, hexes, please, but yeah, same here.
And yeah. Where the fuck is my Final Fantasy Tactics?
I know. I don't understand the problem. I don't understand why they don't just make that game over and over again.
Uh-huh. We should be on Final Fantasy Tactics 6.
Easily by now. Yeah.
And we're not going to count Final Fantasy Tactics Advance because those games were shallow as hell.
Yeah, they really were. Yeah.
All right. Off of that. Did you see anything about Beyond Good and Evil? Did you play the original Beyond Good and Evil?
I did not play the original Beyond Good and Evil. Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks pretty.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you play it?
I didn't. I didn't even know what it was, but they're trying to sell me a game that stars a monkey, and I fucking hate monkeys.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm ready to play it after Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but I don't know anything about the game really, but it looks pretty. I like the future world that it's set in.
Did it remind you of Fifth Element?
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe the color palette too. A little bit, yeah.
I was getting a strong Fifth Element with subhuman creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I'm not going to buy this game.
Me either. I'm probably not going to play it, but
all right. The third thing that Ubisoft had going for it was Skull and Bones.
Yeah, I saw that and I immediately thought of you.
That's so sweet of you. It's all right. This is an Age of Sail game where you play as a pirate fleet. And this is a good example of what a bunch of we'll just call them extraordinary individuals that ride a miniature version of a school bus. Ubisoft is made of. A few years ago, the direct question that led to apparently the creation of this game was, would you want to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag without the Assassin's Creed part? And you're like, yes, it's the only reason I bought the game to begin with. Assassin's Creed is garbage.
Yeah.
It's complete garbage that you just keep recycling and giving to us over and over again. For the love of God, Age of Sail, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a little bit interested in this game.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. They showed us 5v5, right?
Okay.
5v5, you're sailing the thing, you're looking around for booty, and then like the invincible anti-pirate fleet shows up and tries to smash everybody.
Yeah.
Which is actually an interesting concept in terms of how to design a game mode. So it's like PvPvE, which is player versus environment. But like that's super interesting. But then at the end of the day, I was like, I need to load up For Honor again. Because I'm sure if you saw For Honor and if we were doing a podcast at the time, you would have been like, Tactic Angel. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That game suffers so badly in terms of it has no active player base.
Okay.
It has player versus player and player versus environment options, but it's all peer-to-peer. There's no servers.
Oh,
they
that's
sell
weird.
like 6 million copies of this game and they can't even be fucked to buy servers.
That's so weird. Like fucking Doom 2. Jesus.
Yeah. Dial up. Come on. Honestly, when I used to play Leo in Doom 2, which was a mistake because he was just way too good.
Yeah. Well, he's Asian, so.
Well, I mean, you know, I wasn't thinking about it at the time. But it wasn't as bad as when I watched him play T in Duke Nukem. It was like 23-3.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I went back and I'm like, I'm gonna see what's going on with For Honor. It's the same thing. They don't fix it.
That's sad.
And like that really pisses me off about this because it's like I would want to play Skull and Bones, but I'm almost positive that it's going to require me to play peer-to-peer. And I'm
Really?
almost positive. Yeah. Well, 5v5 is probably larger than you should do peer-to-peer. Two versus two, maybe.
Yeah.
4 versus 4 is pretty unmanageable.
It sounds like a cluster. Yeah. It sounds like it would
is.
just be a cluster.
Well, I mean, like, particularly For Honor, where like you have to like put your guard up and then directionally put your guard up. So up, left, right, basically.
Okay.
Well, if timing is important, if you're used to playing with a ping of, let's just say like 100, which isn't great, but it's not unplayable.
Yeah.
And then you're playing on something that has a ping of 220. Well, you've lost 1/10 of a second and then some.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work. It's just unplayably bad.
Yeah.
And so I'm interested. I sent my thing in, put my name in the hat to see if I could get in the beta to try to play it
Okay.
before they try to charge me money. But I'm sure it's just going to be a fucking catastrophe like it always is.
Ubisoft. Well, that's crazy.
Ubisoft has a way of making games that look like they should be fun and then just like sucking all of the enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
They have a talent for it that is really unmatched by any distributor. I mean, you look at The Division, it should have been more fun. You look at Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Did you ever play Watch Dogs?
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry.
It was whatever.
Didn't it feel like, it felt like every time you played it, you were like, man, I miss GTA.
Yeah.
where there was shit to do.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
It's like a walking simulator.
It
you
is.
can also drive around,
Yeah.
but it's basically pointless.
Push square. Push square to hack. It's fun.
Yep. Win. Do you have anything to say about Skull and Bones now that I've bitched about it for 10 minutes?
No. I don't give a shit. I never played the fucking pirate. I don't know. Maybe it's good.
Assassin's
Tactic
Creed?
Angel that if that they won't if they don't have servers or anything. Because I don't know how you're gonna balance that and World of Tanks at the same time.
I
don't know if
playing
it's
lots of
possible.
games. I saw you on Uncharted 4. I was on Uncharted 4 at the time.
Yeah, I just beat Uncharted 4.
I am not to that point. We're going to talk about the Xbox conference.
Oh
Are you
Jesus,
ready?
we are? Okay.
Yes. So,
Okay.
First of all, have you seen anything about the Xbone X?
The new console? Yeah.
Yes.
Good for them.
Did you do you have any opinion on this whatsoever?
No.
It is
No.
$500.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money
That
for
seems
it to
a-
do what I don't understand what it's gonna do. Like, it's 4K,
This
right?
was a baffling conference. I watched the whole thing. So $500.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone cares about 18 nanometer technology.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone cares about coolant systems.
No.
And I know for a fact no one cares about power distribution processes.
No.
The one thing that they said about it was, and this was well, I guess there are two things. And I don't know why this should be remarkable, but your controller will work with it.
That's
Was
nice.
an announcement.
That's good to know. I was
You
a little
know-
unclear because like it's the new console, but it does play all Xbox One games, right? Or not?
Mhm.
Okay, so it does do that because they were talking about like backwards compatibility with it as well, and I was like, why? Why is this a
Well,
why? Like,
I don't know. Xbox One X. It's an Xbox One
yeah.
with an X on it,
Mhm.
which means that it costs 2 times as much as an Xbox.
Yeah. 4K.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know what else.
It will
honestly.
run more games natively in 4K than a PlayStation Pro.
Great.
And
Cool.
neither of us have purchased a PlayStation Pro.
Nope. I don't have a 4K TV
Much
either,
less.
but
Right?
I don't
Right?
care. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So I think the
Yeah,
one thing
I
that they
don't
did
know.
announce, other than that your controller will work with it,
That's
was that it will be smaller than the Xbox. Which,
Oh yeah, the original Xbox.
which was like a VCR.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a very large VCR.
That's not a real high bar.
It is smaller than the largest console ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good for them. They remember that lesson from the first console.
Did you catch anything that came out of it about the games?
No, not really. I mean, just a little bit here and there. But whenever it says an Xbox One game or a PC game, I kind of tune out. So
That's not okay. Well, I get it, but there are games that like I would like to play.
yeah,
That
I
are
did
on
see
the
one.
Xbox.
I did see one. I think it was called like The Last Night or something like
The
that.
Last Night.
Yeah, I would really like to play
You
that
must
game.
hate. Well, you will be able to
Good on the PlayStation.
eventually.
Yeah, I would like to do
So,
that.
I guess I'll get this out of the way. Most of the things that are listed there are called console launch exclusives.
Oh yeah, okay.
So when you hear that, you're like, so you paid them a fuck ton of money
Yeah,
so that they wouldn't release it on another system.
yeah, for a while.
Yeah, for a while. So it's like, and I hate this. I watched an interview with Phil Spencer, who's a duplicitous asshole. He's the head of Microsoft, and he's like, "Oh, well, what Sony did with Destiny is really too bad." And what Sony did with Destiny is they get one extra strike, a couple of guns, and like a multiplayer map.
Yeah.
So like 90% of the game you can play, but like there's a couple of extra benefits that you get if you play the PlayStation. He's like, I wouldn't do that. And it's like, you're such an asshole.
Yeah.
You've got a list of console launch exclusives. You've got like the Darwin Project. You've got Black Desert, The Last Night, The Artful Escape, Foxy McFuck Off platform game. What was that? Super Lucky's Tail. The first time I saw it, I thought it was Tails from Sonic, but he didn't have two tails.
Yeah.
And I was like, can he collect disability for that?
Maybe. Probably throws off his balance, but yeah.
So they have all these things, and it's such a Tomb Raider thing, like the Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And to pretend like a gun, a map, or a strike, and a multiplayer map are the end of the world, and then you basically cock-blocked people from playing Rise of the Tomb Raider for a year, you're just being an asshole.
Yeah.
And I think he's knowingly being an asshole because he's not, a dumb person.
Yeah.
But he thinks that you're dumb.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. I was also super interested in The Last Night. Apparently there's a lot of controversy about that game.
Really?
But yes, surprisingly a lot of controversy about that game.
God. Is it stupid controversy?
So apparently the problem is the creator of the game at one point said basically he believes in equality and fair reporting in the news.
I feel like this is a stupid controversy. That's my take so far based on that introduction.
So at some point when the whole Gamergate thing was going on, he was basically like, people who cover games should tell the truth.
God.
As opposed to some of the people who were in Gamergate who were maybe not exactly telling the truth.
Yeah.
And now they're back because they're like, this guy's on our should not be allowed to live a life list.
Okay.
And want to try to get his game canceled because he said things that were maybe possibly interpreted as mildly skeptical of like Anna Kasparian. And
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, The Last Night looks super interesting. It's a 2.5 dimensional pixel art in a kind of 3D environment cyberpunk game.
It reminds me of the old like Out of This World on Super Nintendo and Genesis, and that other game like Flashpoint or something like that, also on the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. And I loved those games so much. And they were the first thing. But it also has all this.
Like, you definitely got a sense of like Blade Runner out of it, right?
Yeah, totally.
Because I saw it and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This.
Yeah, I would really like to play it.
This and Cuphead are the only two things that they showed in the thing, the Xbox preview that I thought were interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what Cuphead is.
I don't know what that is. What is Cuphead?
It's like a platformer, but it has like 1930s animation in it.
Oh, okay.
It looks very dated and it's kind of cute.
Well, that's cool.
I would just like to enjoy it visually.
Flashback: The Quest for Identity. That was the name of the game. that I am so in love with on the Genesis, and it was on the Super Nintendo as well. And that's
Holy shit, I've never heard of it.
It's such a good game. It's such a good game. You should look at it, and you should try to play it.
I still have a Genesis. Do you still have the cartridge?
I don't. I have a Genesis too, and I've been meaning to buy it, but it's only like $20 or so on eBay. I don't understand why it's not a more popular game, because it's really a fucking great game. But what are you gonna do?
Complain.
Yeah, that's what you do, I guess. I mean,
So-
we're on the internet, so we can.
So my issue with these timed exclusives
Yeah.
is that they create a lot of bad blood. And I don't particularly like them. I don't actually even particularly like the Destiny stuff, even though I think that is very low level.
Yeah.
The whole Xbox paying people not to release like Tomb Raider or Elite Dangerous to the
Yeah.
PlayStation for like a year
Yeah.
is really shitty, and it's bad. I mean, like, how much money do you think that Square Enix got paid to do it? Because they got completely fucking hosed. If it wasn't
Yeah, I don't know.
like
know.
several tens of millions of dollars.
Well, Tactic Angel, perhaps we should write our congressman about a regulation that we want to propose.
No, we don't need regulations.
This is a problem that only the federal government can solve.
I'm gonna briefly address this. Why it's a bad idea. Tomb Raider, the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
It sold 2.4 million copies on the PlayStation 3.
Okay.
That's quite a few copies, right?
Yeah.
It sold 1.8 on the 360.
Yeah.
So a little bit less. About
That's a little
22% less,
Sure.
all in all. They re-released it again on the PlayStation 4, sold another 1.4 million. On Xbone, they sold about 600,000 copies. And then, of course, they sell it. Basically, they sell the rights for the 1-year exclusive to Xbox. And I get why PlayStation probably wouldn't have been interested in buying it, because they have Uncharted, which is for the most part an equal
It's about the same. Yeah.
or better in some cases game.
Yeah.
It's certainly a more consistent game.
Yeah. That's very true.
So then what happens? They sell 1.5 million copies on the Xbox, which is, if you look at the Xbox totals for PlayStation or the last generation and this generation, you're about 1 million units short.
Yeah.
They only sell 1.6 million copies on the PlayStation 4, which is about like 2.4 million copies less. So basically they took a 51% loss in sales. I haven't played this game. I would have been there day one after playing Tomb Raider. And I just basically gave up on the game before it came out, because they basically said, we're not interested in your money, and never looked back.
Yeah.
I barely got into Uncharted 4, as we've mentioned at the beginning of this show, which starts a little bit slow.
It does. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think I'm getting into the stretch of it. I don't know. It's just like, it annoys the shit out of me, because I grew up. I remember when the first Tomb Raider came out. I remember loving it.
Yeah.
I liked the new one after you got past the shaking like a leaf part.
Yeah.
And I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed that Jack Spence or whatever keeps lying to us, basically.
Well, that sounds like an open letter to me. I don't care at all. I don't care at all about the exclusives, and like sometimes I'm frustrated Like, I would have liked to
But
have
there were-
played Gears of War,
There were not any exclusives.
but you know.
There were 0 exclusives.
So
Forza
yeah,
plays
I
on
don't know.
PCs. Minecraft is on everything. Metro
Yeah,
is
it
going to
is.
be on everything. Assassin's
Yeah, I don't really care
Creed
about
is
that.
on everything. And by the way,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, whatever, Origins, I was a little bit annoyed as a person who likes etymology that they were like, these people were the first assassins. And you're like, are you telling me that these people are assassins before the word assassin even exists?
Yes.
Because it takes several thousand years until the 11th century before the Naziri Muslims start killing people on the road for fun. And that's when assassins becomes a word, because they're all hopped up on hashish.
Okay.
Anyway, it annoys me. Battlegrounds, State of Decay, Code Vine, Sea of Thieves, Cuphead, Crackdown 6, Life is Strange, Shadow
Yeah.
of War. All of these games are playable on other platforms.
Yeah.
They have they gave you 0 reasons to buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
And like, I have a halfway
last
decent
night.
computer.
I'm gonna buy an Xbox for that game.
I bet you're not.
I'm not.
They actually shamed the maker of the game so much that he had to apologize for saying that he believed in equality.
I don't give a shit.
It's
fucking
just
care.
it's just so stupid. So there are no exclusives. Do not address them as exclusives. You may continue your comment.
I don't have a comment. I don't care. None of that really bothers me.
I interrupted the fuck out of you.
At all.
You should care.
I don't really care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Xbox. I maybe I'm having a little bit of trouble following your point. Do you think there should be no exclusives, or
No, I'm not saying that. I'm like, so if we were to go into Sony, you would look at things like Days Gone. You would look at
Yeah.
Shadows of the Colossus.
Yeah.
You've got God of War. You've got Detroit Become Human. You've got Spider-Man. There
Right.
are 5 solid titles, other than God of War, all of which I have. No, I don't have any interest in Days Gone either. So I have
Yeah.
3 of 5 of those titles that I have some interest in.
Wow, really? There's only one that I care about, but yeah,
Which one is that?
Spider-Man. That's the only
Really?
one. That's the only one. Yeah, because I thought Spider-Man 2 was one of the greatest games. And
Okay. So anyway, they at least gave
Yeah.
you one. They at least gave you one that you could care about.
yeah,
There's 0 on the other side. Like, if you
Yeah.
really cared about this and you own a PC, which we clearly do, you can already play them.
yeah. Okay.
I just don't get it. Like, I
So you're
don't
mad
get
that
it.
Xbox doesn't
They've
have
com-
exclusives?
The Xbox has no exclusives that are exclusive to Xbox, because
Right.
if Microsoft makes a game, they put it on Windows too.
Right.
And you're like, well, I've got a PC and I'm not going to buy some stripped down PC like the Xbox One X
Yeah.
and play it on that. That's $500.
I don't understand. That's what you're upset about? That they
I
have
just
games on the
don't-
PC and
I
the
don't
Xbox?
understand, like, when they're trying to sell me an Xbox, why they don't give me a reason.
Well, because it's a console, right? Instead of a fucking computer. Nobody wants to keep
Okay.
up with computer. That's why I play console games. Nobody wants to keep up with fucking computer graphics cards and why I need this driver because I can't run this game without this driver, or you know,
I
I do
cannot
not miss
even
the days
imagine
of looking
the
up
number of
workarounds on
of
Google for why doesn't
graphic
this
cards
fucking
that cost
game
more than $500.
fucking run on anything. I don't miss that at all. I agree
get
in the
that.
sense that I don't know
don't-
why anyone would buy an Xbox. Past that, I mean, like I don't know why you would get an Xbox over PlayStation. I've never
But it-
understood that, and it seems like even less reasonable now than it was in the past. But
if you're trying to sell me on this, like, and then you show me the Xbox One X, it doesn't look that much better. I don't have
Yeah.
a 4K TV. You can
Yeah.
tell me all you want about super sampling. It's the same technology that allows you to up render
Yeah.
shit from 720 to 1080.
Yeah.
I still don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't
Still
either.
don't care. But it's like,
Can you still watch TV on it?
I hope so, because TV is the most important thing. TV is the next video game. I wonder if they hand out trophies for watching TV on those spots. I
They
bet
probably do. You've watched half an hour. Well, you watched
You
an
have
entire
watched half
episode
of
of Friends. There you go.
Ding! It's just so, but it's like, I don't like that Microsoft doesn't care at all about like maintaining the Microsoft brand. They still try to sell it,
Yeah.
and then they give us this thing that costs twice as much, and it doesn't appear like it should have been $400. You look at it,
Yeah, that's
it should
probably
be
true.
$400.
Yeah, for what it is. Yeah. If that,
And-
I don't know. I don't know.
Even then, it's like you don't have enough going for you for me to shell out the $250
yeah.
for the base model. And if I
Yeah,
was
totally.
like super interested in playing The Last Night, can you imagine? Like one of the things they were talking about is like you can play Minecraft in 4K. Well, who the fuck cares about that? You can play Minecraft in 640 by 480. and
God,
look
that should be
basically
really
the
easy
same.
to upres, right? You just like keep multiplying the pixels and you're good. It's gonna look the same.
What a ridiculous conference.
I don't know. I don't give a shit. It's Xbox.
This is admittedly a weak year. I think it was
Yeah, I would say
A
so
week
too.
here.
Oh yeah,
all in all,
yeah,
but like I spent an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 40 minutes watching this Xbox conference, and you basically showed me for like 10 or 20 minutes a car, an
Yeah.
actual physical car.
yeah,
You're like, this is the new Porsche, who gives a shit?
yeah,
And you're like, you're exactly right. No one cares.
yeah.
Also, thanks for fucking up the reveal, because they were talking about it as if you couldn't already see it, and you could already see it. It was right there on the screen. It was right there on the stage.
Okay.
Sony. Let's talk
Yeah.
about Sony.
All right, let's talk about Sony.
You have watched the Sony conference
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, I
You
did
want
watch
to
that.
play Spider-Man.
I do want to play Spider-Man. Yeah.
Spider-Man
looking forward to
looks
Spider-Man.
like Spider-Man 2 was crammed together with Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. And that's basically what I want to play. So
Yeah.
that completely works for me. I just want to swing through Manhattan like in Spider-Man 2, and I hope that there are more diverse side missions and like random encounters and stuff. That's it. Otherwise, just let me play Spider-Man 2. A pretty Spider-Man 2.
I think that you're going to be pretty pleased with that,
I think
because
so too.
after it, a lot of people were complaining that it looked like it was all QuickTime events. And they basically
Yeah.
said, yes, you can run around
Yeah.
Manhattan.
I watching that video, I was a little concerned about that too, because it's like, how much of this do I have to fuck around, pressing square at the right time so that the missile I'm writing goes the right way, or whatever the fuck, Yeah. Like I don't want it to be
I don't
kind of Uncharted, like in the sense that you're moving from one dumb set piece type thing to another. But yeah, if it's still open world,
But you-
it better be open world. But yeah.
But you do like Uncharted.
Oh yeah, totally. But if it was Spider-Man in an Uncharted playstyle, I would be really pissed off. So yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I want to web sling.
Well, that was kind of like the first. That's kind of like the first Arkham Asylum game before it became Arkham City.
yeah. It's still kind
Because
of
like
linear.
that was a pretty linear game.
Yeah, it really was. But then you had the fighting mechanics, which were fucking revolutionary at the time. Yeah.
They were, and still
Yeah.
they can't figure it out in Uncharted that they should just copy.
I know. I kept like trying to push triangle. Come on, block something, asshole. Like
Man, that first fight that you have with the mercenary chick just pisses the shit out
That
of me.
was
You can't even roll.
I know. Give me a fucking break. I can't touch this.
She's just
bitch,
gonna
and I
kick the
can't.
shit out of you.
Yeah, it's totally stupid. That was a really frustrating fight. But
It was
yeah.
really. I'm a little bit further than that, but actually, that really soured me on the standalone expansion.
Me too.
DLC.
I have no interest in playing invincible girl character. Right? Like, in what way is she at all a human being? If she can just like take out people without even a scratch, it's ridiculous.
She had to take her shoes off.
I immediately did not like that character because way too overpowered. But
Yeah. No, I think but I mean I love Chloe. I love Chloe.
yeah, I do too.
And then I just hate her.
yeah.
I'll probably wait until it's $20.
Yeah, probably. It's about what I did with Uncharted 4. So yeah.
Yeah. Actually, almost certainly, because I think you started playing it like the same week I did.
Yeah.
It was $20. I kind of felt like Sony had a weak conference, but they
Yeah.
still had more shit going on.
Yeah.
Because most of the stuff they showed us, other than like Monster Hunter and the Marvel Capcom
Yeah.
and Call of Duty World
Whatever.
War II
Yeah.
and Destiny, other than that, they appeared to be mostly exclusive to the console.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And this is what Sony does really well, because it's like you don't sell a console based strictly on its specs. You sell it on the games.
Yeah,
and
totally.
the games have to be good.
Yeah.
I don't really care about Days Gone.
Neither do I.
Um,
That doesn't look
I think-
remotely interesting to me.
it was a little bit interesting in seeing that people were using the zombies, or whatever they want to call them. They're basically zombies.
They're zombies. Yeah.
As a puzzle solving mechanic to get past
Yeah. I
humans.
guess. Yeah.
You don't usually see that. I don't think it's novel enough for me to care at all.
No.
I was super pumped to see yet another Shadows of the Colossus.
Really? God, I was back and forth on that. Cause man, it looks fucking gorgeous. But then it's like, how many times do I want to pay for this game? Like,
10 times.
ugh.
Well, here's the thing. They're rebuilding it from the ground up.
Yeah.
Even if you play the remaster version, it has several frame rate issues,
Yeah.
which I guess they just never could quite get past.
Yeah.
Which is mind-boggling to me. But like rebuilding it from the ground up, I know that there are like 6 Titans or Colossus that they never put in the game, and I'm really kind of hoping they at least try to do, 2 or 4 of those,
That would be awesome. Yeah.
just to give you a little bit more. Other than that, like, I'll fucking buy the same game again.
I
I don't
guess.
care. It's such a good game.
I know.
It has without reservation what I would say is the best soundtrack of any game that has ever been made.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't argue.
It completely complements it, and it's impressively large.
Yeah.
When you get to the big moments, and it's
Oh
just
yeah.
like
It's
this
fucking
soaring music.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
epic. It's
Yeah.
epic.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely, it is. Yeah. God. I mean, I probably will. I wonder what they're gonna release it for. I'm not gonna pay $60 for it. I don't think they're gonna release it for that much though. But
I'm gonna pay whatever they want. I'm going to pay whatever they want. And
I don't know.
it's shocking that at the same time people are saying that Sony doesn't care about or doesn't realize that people like nostalgia, and then they release this and you're like,
I know.
people care
People care a
they
lot.
get it.
For these kind of games, yeah, because that's one of the greatest games of all time.
I will give a little bit of a shout out to Microsoft, because when they showed Crimson Skies, I did smile.
Well, that's cool. They didn't they release some kind of, or they previewed some sort of zombie game as well that I think is just Xbox and PC. It actually piqued my interest a little bit because you can like find camps and build bases and like choose who you want to save, like as a human, you know, who can sort of join your band and stuff. That's is much more
too.
Yeah, that is much more interesting approach to me if you're gonna fucking make a zombie game.
Kind of, but it is a sequel of State of Decay, and State of Decay's reputation as being kind of that it was unfinished and unpolished, and the trailer that we saw looked like both of those.
Yeah, it
things.
did. Yeah, it looked a little. Yeah, definitely
rough around the edges.
But
definitely.
You know, I would be a lot more interested in that mechanic in a zombie game than just fucking shooting at zombies. So,
well, I think isn't Days Gone a Naughty Dog?
Is it?
Thing?
I guess it kind of looks like one, but I don't know. Motorcycle guy, fucking. I don't know about that guy.
We're gonna look it up real quick. You know, all the good podcasts.
Yeah, they have to take
plenty
of
time for you to.
Yeah.
Nope. Ben Studios. Who even knows?
I don't know. I have no idea. What else? That was it, really. That honestly, Spider-Man is the thing I am most interested in for everything that I saw, except for I guess Skyrim VR and Fallout 4 VR.
Did you like the VR stuff? Like, because there were several things. There was Star Child. There was Fallout. There was Doom, whatever.
Yeah, that looks.
There was the Final Fantasy 15 fishing simulator, which I think is called Monsters of the Deep.
Yeah,
or something.
I mean, if that's like $10,
Bravo Team maybe. and Moss, which I guess is kind of like 5-0 plays Zelda.
Yeah. They all look okay. I'm more curious. Like Fallout 4 at least looks like I mean, you could play the whole fucking game like that. It seems like. So
yeah.
I'm just interested. I mean, I'm definitely interested in that experience. So
yeah, I would be interested in seeing it. Fallout 4 and the Doom thing, you do have to pay full billing for.
Yeah.
So it's not just like you and I have Fallout.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you can play it in VR.
Yeah.
You have to actually shell out the $60. I don't actually think that's as egregious as maybe some people do, because it's like it probably took them some work.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not as interested in Doom. I'm not real excited about a teleporting mechanic to fucking move around. But
let's get around the motion sickness.
Fine. I mean, I get it. That game's way too fast, but Fallout, I'm happy to walk around in that environment. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. I'm definitely curious about those games.
Yeah. None of the other ones though. No Star Child, no Final Fantasy 15 fishing simulator.
If that's $10, maybe I will play it because it seems ridiculous. But
I still haven't seen the killer app for VR.
No, yeah, there really hasn't been one. But I feel like there's a lot of pretty decent,
that I've gotten
like, pretty good stuff.
Is Eve Valkyrie.
Yeah, and that game is fun. Yeah, I don't know. I wish the goddamn price would go down, but yeah.
Did you catch whether or not Elite Dangerous was going to be doing VR support?
I did not.
Okay. That might be another one that I would be interested in, but it's the same idea as Eve Valkyrie.
Yeah. It'd be fun, man. Space combat in VR.
You've done it. I haven't. I mean, it's got to be.
It's pretty fun.
It's got to be neat.
It's pretty fucking fun, yeah.
So I take it that you don't care about God of War 4.
No, I don't really like the
I don't
God of War
particularly.
games.
I don't particularly either. I didn't. I bought like the remaster collection, and it was just like,
Yeah.
eh.
I played one on Vita for a long time, and I don't know. I just didn't give a shit.
It looks like it's grown up a little bit.
Yeah, but it's
still
not going to
don't
be
wanna
anything different. Different weapons, cool combos. End of game. That's it.
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah. I'm
Not into it,
curious, I guess. I'm curious.
I am curious. I haven't played Heavy Rain or any of their other games.
Yeah. I mean, it
But-
looks like it's gonna be it's fairly complicated, or like that there's a pretty thorough decision making tree, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of seems like a choose your own adventure video game with lots of possibilities.
Yeah. So
I'm interested. I am interested because I never got behind Heavy Rain and the other shit
yeah,
that they've done. But this setting, because probably of the robots.
the robots. Yeah.
It's also cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And there's not nearly enough love in that genre.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I'm keeping my eyes open. Right now I'm in the $40 range. I'm not
Yeah.
day one adopter.
Yeah. Same here. Same here.
Also, that came out of Sony's conference, I would be interested in playing a full-blown Monster Hunter game on the PS4.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know
yeah.
that I'll ever actually do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't know.
I'm pretty well Destinied out.
Oh yeah, the big thing I kept seeing was Anthem. Jesus.
Yeah.
I
Anthem?
guess. Yeah.
I mean, Anthem feels very much like Destiny at this point.
Yeah.
Except that it has a slightly different setting and you're in a robot suit,
Yeah.
which is like inherently better.
I like the
because it's
jetpack.
robots. And it seems like you can just like whisk around in those jetpacks, and it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, it absolutely does. Yeah.
I'm still on the fence about that,
Yeah.
but it does look. I mean, it's a BioWare game,
Yeah.
and I have a lot of problems with BioWare games just because it's storytelling.
Yeah.
And I don't like how they do their storytelling.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. Which is
You're not
probably
gonna
a fairly
play it 'cause it's
unpopular.
multiplayer
Yeah, I
online.
probably won't because it's people have to play it all the time. God, fucking job after a while. But yeah.
Then what else? There's Call of Duty. I don't know if this annoys you, but it annoys me.
Okay.
There's about 0.2 of a second in this trailer where they show a building that is draped in red, white, and black banners.
Okay.
And it doesn't have a swastika on it. It has the German cross on it.
Oh.
And you're just
okay.
like, I'm getting fucking tired of this. Like, I don't like that, like, Captain America can't fight Nazis and Captain America the First Avenger.
Yeah.
I just, what is it? Some weak-minded person's gonna get triggered about seeing, holy shit, there are Nazis in there. It's like, that's the fucking point. You're playing Call of Duty World War II. You're not playing as the Nazis. You're killing them.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Come on. Just Just let me kill Nazis, for the love of God. And I don't know. It kind of goes back to the whole, like, people, we talked about this last week. Last year. 7 days ago, which was last year. People don't understand what Nazis are anymore.
Yeah.
And it leads them to do stupid things like fighting people in the streets like that. Probably that fucking crazy guy who shot the majority whip this week.
Yeah.
It's just show us real Nazis. Show us why they're bad. I mean, like, if people can't be bothered to read about history and to actually learn what in the world is going on, or what's a fascist, what's a socialist, what's a communist, just, like, at least be true to it. And this is probably actually Germany's fault, because I don't think you can sell a video game in Germany if it has a swastika.
Yeah, they're not a fan of that.
Well, it's just absurd, because it's like, if you're saying it's bad, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that people hate each other less because they can't see that in a video game? No. No. I'm sorry, Angela.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Jesus.
This is 92 proof.
Are we
fuck.
I mean, are we sure that there are just no swastikas in Call of Duty World War II?
I don't know, but the flag that they were showing, I don't think it's historic at all.
Okay.
And the flag that came before, which was used by the German Empire, was specifically outlawed sometime in the early 30s.
Okay.
So I don't think that you would be flying, the German cross on a banner.
Yeah.
That looked different. It was like kind of like it was like a hybrid, like a mashup.
Okay.
Of like, what if the, the standard red field, white circle, black swastika, what if we instead took elements of the old flag and put them into this? And it was just, come on. Like, we're not all grown-ups. But I was going to say that we're all grown-ups. We can deal with it. Just show us it. Tell us why it's bad. Just tell us why it's bad. Oh, God. It makes me so angry. It makes me so angry.
Well, what about Wolfenstein? I'm pretty sure there's Nazi flags all over that game.
Yeah. Great. Let me shoot cybernetic Hitler. I don't know that I saw any of it in the new Bethesda game.
I don't remember.
I don't remember seeing a swastika in it.
I don't remember. They definitely called them Nazis, though. I'm pretty sure in the trailer. I feel like I remember that.
I didn't. Did you want to play that game?
Kinda. I liked. I played the Old Blood, and I don't remember if I actually finished the New Order or not. I know I played a bunch of it, but I liked them. I mean, I enjoyed both of those games.
They bored the shit out of me.
Really? I liked them. They're pretty ridiculous.
They really did. At least I didn't play the New Blood. I played
New Order.
The Order one.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you compare those to like playing the new Doom, the new Doom is so much fun. It is 100% frenetic, bloody massacre of fun.
Yeah.
And like that game it just felt like another first person shooter that was cashing in on its title, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. I liked it. I like the environment, and I like how kind of absurd and ridiculous and over the top it is. But yeah, I don't know. And I mean, playing Doom, it feels like a first person shooter. You just move really fast. It's fun. I enjoy it a lot, but I feel like that's the major difference. Is wow, I zip around pretty quick. So, you know, I don't know. I like both of those games. I'm not that high on first-person shooters in the first place, and I do feel like there were quite a few of them. I don't know. E3, like Metro, which I don't have any interest in at all.
Did you play any of the previous Metro games?
I played about the first 10 minutes or so of one of them. I was like, I don't give a shit. Because they kept saying the dark ones. The dark ones. The dark ones. The dark ones do this. The dark ones. Then they do that. I got really annoyed. That's all it took. That's all it took for Midget Radio to tune out.
I played all of I think it was Metro 2033 or whatever it was.
Okay.
And then I played part of the next one. I wasn't Metro Last Light. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was pretty neutral on them.
Yeah.
I was happy that they ended.
Fantastic.
Well, it's like I first person stealth is such a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like my head rotates pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Right? And then like even if you're at 16:9, it's like my field of vision is
much bigger.
Is actually significantly better than this.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's tunnel vision basically. It's
yeah. Yeah, if you were a horse with blinders playing an assassin game, what would it look like?
You're gonna die. So because I mean, one, you're a horse. And two, the blinders, but
they can't be helping.
Right. Yeah. So that was Sony. Do you have anything else about Sony?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. Do you want to talk about Bethesda?
I feel like we have. Fallout,
I kind of feel like
Skyrim. Skyrim's gonna be on the Nintendo Switch. I kind of feel like they
shouldn't have even had a conference this year.
I know. I didn't like Wolfenstein was their biggest fucking game, it seemed like. That was like their biggest fucking announcement. It's like, wow, really? Okay. I mean, that's fine.
It's not big enough for me.
No.
And that expansion to the Dishonored 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't care. I just don't care.
I like the original Dishonored, and I just actually bought Dishonored 2.
You know, it's not that they're bad games, and it's not like that I don't like them. It's just that there's a billion other games that I would rather play that I don't have time for. So, you know, great.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I liked the original Dishonored well enough to buy the second one. I thought I think playing as Emily is going to be fun.
That's cool.
And we'll see. Also, the idea that it has inherent replay value, that you can play it as both Corvo and Emily Kaldwin.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm kind of interested in seeing that. We'll see if I actually get through it twice.
Yeah. God, that seems impossible nowadays. There's just too many goddamn games.
It's hard to say. It depends how long it is, because if it's like 30 hours, it's gonna be like, nah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I do kind of want to buy a Nintendo Switch. I am gonna say that. I do kind of want one. Yeah. Yeah. The portability thing, like now it's starting to bug me a little bit. Now I kind of want it. And I want to play Super Mario Odyssey. And I kind of want to play the new Metroid game. Yeah, totally.
That game looked like absolute ass in my opinion.
No way. I don't know if there's been a Mario game that I didn't like absolutely completely enjoy. I can't think of one. They've been so consistently, like, from 1 to Super Mario fucking 3D, Sunshine, and I love both of the Galaxy games so much. That, yeah, and the new Super Mario Brothers games are great. So yeah, Odyssey, I absolutely totally want to play.
Throw your hat at the bomb.
Yeah,
you become the bomb.
I'm the bomb now.
Great.
It's ridiculous. It does make me wonder, like, well, shit, is it even possible to die in this game? Like, if I can just, I'm gonna throw my hat at Bowser and then I win, right? Like, then I just won. So
seems like it should be, right? It's a little glitch in the game.
Yeah, it seems. I don't know. So yeah, I absolutely wanna play it. I just wish that Nintendo had, I don't know, man. I just wish it had like more interesting titles. I mean, I've heard so much good stuff about Breath of the Wild, and I want to play it, but I'm just not really that into Zelda. So, but I liked the.
Well, you could buy the new port of Skyrim.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so a Skyrim port, great. And
I can do the little thing with the
amoeba,
the joy cons.
Yeah, when you do the bow and arrow. That seems like a pain in the ass, but
exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I do kind of want to Switch. It seems like a really neat console.
There's nothing there for me. I was hoping that they'd show me, like, usually on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance, you'd at least get a couple of SRPGs.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping that they'd show me something like that. And there is Mario and the Rabbids Kingdom Warfare, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
It looks pretty shallow.
I can't remember if they showed one. Isn't there going to be like a Fire Emblem game on there? Probably. I haven't played any of the Fire Emblem games, but I have always intended to, because they are often brought up in terms of SRPGs. So maybe.
I guess I think there probably is, but like I'm thinking of Advanced Wars.
No, I know.
I enjoyed that.
I know.
I'm thinking Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, Tactics Ogre.
Tactics Ogre, yeah.
Pretty much just thinking those three.
Yeah. Or XCOM.
Yeah, I guess. The latest XCOM I just haven't gotten into as much. I love it. Still in the middle of it, but I
love it. The only thing wrong with it is the load times. That's it. That is literally the only problem I have with that game.
Did you find playing the new XCOM that your people got injured a lot?
Yes. Yeah, it's really frustrating. You have to have like God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you have to have
you have to have a
pretty good
roster.
bench. Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
I've noticed that too, when it would tell me that basically you can't field enough healthy people.
Yeah. Great.
Like, okay.
I guess I'll just sit here.
You're like, it's fine. I'll just send 5 people in instead of 6.
Yeah. No problem.
They probably won't die.
Oh yeah. I love
they did announce an expansion to XCOM, so we'll see if that
was that actually for consoles, or is that another? We can only release this on PC for like a year because it's impossible to do it on consoles until we figure out how to do it on consoles, and then all of a sudden,
probably,
yeah,
it'll probably be that.
Bunch of bullshit.
They announced it at I think the console, not the console, but the PC.
Yeah.
Thing. I don't know how you organize that.
I don't know either. Please fix the load time. Please just fix the load times. Jesus. I don't care if it's shittier graphics. I don't give a fuck. Just good God.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts on E3?
No. I mean, I feel like this episode reflects it. It was mostly not that interesting.
It was mostly okay.
Yeah. There's some stuff I want to play, but I will probably play the new Middle Earth game. I really liked Shadow of Mordor.
So I did a lot to make sure that somebody would invade one of my other friends' games, and I have no positive confirmation that actually ever happened.
Oh, really?
So I'm pretty not into that game.
Well, I'm sorry for that.
I mean, like, the idea was if you kill, or if an orc kills you, he becomes more powerful, right?
Yeah.
And then at the same time, that orc can show up in your friend's game and try to murder your friends.
Yeah.
So I went through significant injury. So I like would walk up to the same orc and I let him kill me like 10 or 12 times.
Yeah.
Because I was really interested in him showing up and just like fucking up one of my friends.
Yeah.
And no confirmation that ever happened.
I don't know, man.
So I'm out.
Maybe they'll fix that in this game.
I actually did kind of enjoy the game. I thought the orcs in that were curiously talkative.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Very conversational. Yeah.
You're like, you guys are supposed to be basically stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's kind of what made the game fun. Part of it, anyway.
Okay.
Other than that, no. No other significant things from E3, as far as I am concerned.
Shadows of the Colossus. Shadows.
Yeah.
The Colossus.
HD. Looks beautiful.
Woo!
Yeah. Maybe this is a good thing, though, because there's still a shitload of games I want to play. And they're all out. They've been out for some time, so maybe this will give me some time. That would be nice. I'm just now getting to Doom. Like, just now. I just started playing Doom just now, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That game is so good.
Yeah. I finally bought it because it was like $20, and I finished Uncharted, so I was like, well, shit, yeah.
Huh. It's good, man.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it.
I'm excited.
I recently got it back from my brother, and I'm probably gonna play a little bit of it over again because I think I only found one of the classic maps. And I kind of want to.
Oh shit! I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty fun. That would be fun.
Yeah, you if you can find secrets, you can find the classic maps and zip through those.
Well, now
in like super low res.
Yeah,
but it's like 1080p, 4K,
sweet,
whatever.
That's awesome.
It's like Minecraft.
I'm gonna pay like $500 for that then.
Okay. Seems like a good idea. I mean, you weren't gonna do anything else with it.
No, definitely.
$500 is just like chump change.
Whatever. Yeah, it's worth it. Play it on my 1280 TV.
Fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode number 26? 26 of the Wednesday Night Gentlemen Multimedia Empire official podcast. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please feel free to like and or subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed our banter. Head on over to our Twitter account, which is apparently WNG_MME_OPC, I guess.
Super easy.
Or head on over to our Facebook page. There's a link there. Give us a like. We'll see you on episode number 27 of the Wednesday Night Gentlemen Multimedia Empire official podcast.
Bye-bye.